So here's the my new used KLX 250 with the newly installed uni filter, which I oiled meticulously and attached to the basket and inserted the screw into the flange, and I used some wonderful white lithium grease, which is around the seal for the filter to properly engage. It's a little bit of a tight fit in there. Of course, I cleaned the air box, and then I removed the snorkel through a nice little process, carefully exposing the flange and gently removing it from the top of the air box. I then cleaned the top of the air box and did a nice job on the seal, using a Q-tip to clean around the seal. Of course, it helps to pull these up out of the way to get this on. I actually cut these off here to get in there. And so now I'll hopefully get this lined up here correctly. And then I'll have, I don't always start these bolts by hand because sometimes I'm just so confident in how I do things that I don't need to. But, you know, for those who like to do things right, I'll start them by hand first. Then I'll use my trusty drill gun, which need to switch it to right, and I have a nice little socket and extension here, and I'll just kind of snug these down. Just, even though I don't need to do the whole torque thing, I can do it this way. And then I'll set my ratcheting device on the gun, and we'll give it the final tensioning so that everything is nice and even. And there it is, one beautiful KLX filter with snorkel delete.